Standing there at the muddy river, the ocean water gives me the cold shivers. What's going on, my beautiful little daffodils? It's your boy Musi, the brave, the one and only YouTube fella to review music wearing flannels, the one and only.
I really think I'm breaking new ground here, guys.
Today we're dipping our little tootsies into what I like to call the first of many Indielicious reviews. Album reviews of the hottest, the spiciest music by the little guys of the music world that I think deserve your attention. So let's jump right in. Today we're looking at the classic, the ever classic, Faye Wren by Faye Wren. Faye Wren is a folk duo coming out of South Africa. They just released their latest album, their second studio album, self-titled Faye Wren, and I gotta say, it's a pretty lovely little album. This is a really well-made album with a lot going for it. It's very atmospheric, very uplifting, very gentle, very well-written songs, and very catchy in a lot of places. It's an incredibly cozy little album. The vocals are soft, they're soothing, they're sensual, they're lovely, very well performed. The instrumentals, they're gentle and yet uplifting, kind of upbeat at parts, kind of more mellow at parts, more spacey, more ambient. Of course, with folk, there's the classic, acoustic guitars, a little bit of electric guitars going in there sometimes. A nice, round, warm bass, like a standing bass. And then there's also some occasional really smart uses of horns and strings that kind of blend in with the rest of the music and really breathe life into the album. I think altogether it really comes together really well into this very consistently well-made album. I didn't know they had hot fire like this down in South Africa, I'll be honest. I want to talk about the production and the mix for a bit. Both are very, very well done. The songs are well made, well written. The mix is clean and crisp and clear. Just enough space, just enough room between each instrument to have its own kind of space in the mix. And the vocals on this thing are dang top notch, both performance-wise and production-wise. The production on these vocals, it's so good. It is so good. It fits very well. First of all, the vocals, like I said, very sensual, very soft, very aspirate vocals, that kind of whispery tone of voice. Vocals are really clean, there's a nice presence to the vocals, and the reverb they threw on it on a lot of these tracks absolutely kills it. Fantastic use of reverb on vocals, I must say. And another great thing that stuck out to me in the mix was the drums. I like how they're kind of pushed back. They're not really too punchy. They're not really in your face. They sit exactly where they need to in this type of music, and I think it works really well. Let's touch on a few of the tracks here. So we got the opening, Sally in Our Alley. Fantastic opener. Fantastic. Very catchy, very gentle, very much a very good opener, very good introduction to what is happening on the rest of the album. Will-o'-the-Wisp, the second song on the album, is a slower, more sensual song. Feels really homey. I really like the piano in this one. I don't think piano is used all too much in this album, but it fits really well on this song. The song reminds me a lot of a lullaby, kind of lulling you to sleep. The vocals, as always, very well performed. The harmonies are great. I love the way the vocals sound together on this track. They really complement each other and the music. Hope has a really nice chorus that I enjoy a lot. Probably one of my favorites, if not my favorite on the album. Russian River is a quaint little ditty over there. And then Dead Birds in the Snow is the track that kind of deviates a bit from the rest of them. While the other tracks on the album are more lighthearted and carefree, Dead Birds in the Snow has a bit of a darker tone. The heavier feelings of melancholy on this song work really well to kind of contrast with the more uplifting other tracks on the album. The only negative thing I could say about the album is there isn't all too much as in the way of dynamics as far as music and production goes. They don't diverge too much from the kind of style of songwriting and production that they got going, albeit it is a very good thing that they have going. But if you aren't already a fan of music like this, then it might not be your cup of tea. Me personally, I really enjoyed the album, and I only noticed that there wasn't too many dynamics as far as songs and whatnot upon repeated listens. But Faye Wren brings such a consistent level of quality to their songwriting, instrumentation, and production that I feel like they don't really need to be all that dynamic. They could stick to what they're doing and do it well, and that's all we could really ask of them. They have a nice consistency, and personally, I don't see anything wrong with it. It's just something I wanted to point out. But don't just take my word for it. I would highly recommend you go listen to this album. I have the link below. Go listen to the album, see what you think. I would definitely recommend listen to the first track, Sally in Our Alley, and if you like that, you will almost certainly like the rest of the album. All the songs are the same level of quality, the same kind of feel, same kind of style. You'll be getting a consistent listening experience. So if you're at all a fan of acoustic music, folk music, a little bit of ambient music, something gentle and sensual, go check out the album. So support our little South African friends by going to check out Faye Wren. So go support Faye Wren, because this shit's Indielicious. Hey, thanks, friend Aroni. Thanks, friend Aroni and Cheese, for watching this first official installment of Indielicious Reviews. So Indielicious that album was. Man. Yummy. I'll be making this a regular occurrence on the channel, and I'm also making a website where I'm going to be posting the written reviews of all the albums I'm going to do. That link is in the description if you want to go check that out as well. Check out the written review. Go check out, of course, Faye Wren. Support them. Give them the much deserved respect and love that they deserve. And above all else, have yourself a dang lovely day.